Hey guys, today we're making vegan cookies, and to make vegan cookies we need an egg replacement. There is definitely more than one way to achieve that, but I'm going to opt for 2 chia eggs in this recipe. 1 chia egg is 1 tablespoon of ground chia seeds with 3 tablespoons of water. So we're doing 2 tablespoons of chia seeds I'm going to finely grind in a spice grinder, and then I'm going to mix it with 6 tablespoons of water. Together it will instantly thicken, and it's going to behave as an excellent binder in our recipe. Once that's done, just set it aside for now. After that, into a large bowl or the bowl of a stand mixer, add 1.5 sticks of vegan plant-based butter, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar, a splash of vanilla extract, 3/4 of a cup of tahini, and optionally an additional half teaspoon of sesame oil if you really want to punch up the sesame flavor. You can mix this with a paddle attachment or mix it with a hand mixer. You could also just use your hand and a whisk if you have a lot of patience and want a little bit of an arm workout. I'm going to cream this together for a minute or two before I stop to scrape the bowl and paddle. And then I'm going to continue to mix until homogeneous, light, and fluffy. Add your chia eggs and mix again until well combined. Now we can add a half teaspoon of baking soda and a half teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of kosher salt, and I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, but I'm just going to add half now and start the mixer and then slowly add the rest. We're looking for a thick dough. We're going to cover and chill this for a minimum of 30 minutes and up to a maximum of 24 hours. While that chills, I'm going to toast black sesame seeds in a dry pan on a low heat. Black sesame seeds are a little more bitter and nuttier than white sesame seeds. Either white sesame seeds or black sesame seeds are both appropriate for this recipe, so use whichever you prefer or both of them. I'm going to toast them for 7 to 10 minutes. Toasting them will really highlight their nutty flavor and subdue the bitter flavor. After those are done, transfer to a plate and just let it cool. After the dough is done chilling, I'm going to use a number 20 scoop to measure, which is about 3 tablespoons per cookie. I'm going to coat it in our toasted sesame seeds and place on a parchment-lined baking sheet, giving a few inches of space between each one. Rolling them into perfect balls is not at all necessary. You can make smaller cookies since a 20 scoop will make them fairly large, but it may vary the baking time. Pop them in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for 15 to 20 minutes or until golden brown and crisp on the edges. For the second half of the dough, I did fold in some chocolate chips, which is a modification I highly recommend. These cookies weirdly had the best texture the day after being baked. Soft but slightly crisp and chewy, the sesame seeds bring out a nice texture. The sesame flavor really comes through nicely without being overwhelming. It's sweet, it's nutty with a hint of bitterness. They are reminiscent of a nuanced peanut butter cookie for me. They're tasty and can be enjoyed thoroughly, whether you're vegan or not.